Hello, Sacred Souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is a bit more inner child healing. I was guided that we needed a little bit more. And I know for many of us, it takes a whole bunch. But this is what we're going to do tonight. And we got the fire over here today. I'm going to quickly talk you through this, then we're going to call in the spirit guides and do the ceremony. So here today I have the mannequin in the cradle representing childhood with a doll and a toy car. And I put a heart in there too because like in childhood we should have lots of love. Don't always, but that's basically what we want to heal, right? So that purity of childhood. The candle that looks like a white flower, or the white flower candle, shall represent the innocence of childhood. I have a green heart out of wax that I want to use. Oh, so excuse my hands. I handled wood again that had charcoal on it already. The green heart shall represent healing for the heart chakra. And here I have some dice which represent games. Down here a bicycle, an airplane for travel, but it could also be a toy airplane, right? A rocking horse and a home that is filled with love. You can see here with a heart. The nut shall represent the craziness, the nuttiness of our childhood. That's really the abuse that we're going to break. So all the trauma that comes from all of that shall be broken when I break the heart shell. Then here we have a cupcake, so like the sweetness of childhood. A camera, like for taking pictures and stuff. So like basically hobbies. The speaking bubble shall represent proper communication. The bee, like being busy with like hobbies and interests and passions and playing and whatnot. The crown shall represent, feeling like a little prince or princess, or just feeling special. Not every child is into like being a prince or princess, but just feeling special. Then the palm tree for travel again, and just seeing places. The sunglasses as well, just enjoying the summers, especially like the time off. Then music, including dancing and stuff. A hot air balloon also for dreams. I really want this to represent dreams that we've had during childhood. Then a shell that reminded me of like going to the beach as a kid and collecting seashells, right? So just fun times. The feather shall represent beliefs, and the rabbit as well, like sometimes fantasies or even false beliefs, like the Easter Bunny, right? But still, it's like a fantasy world for children. But the feather shall be beliefs like faith, like the spirituality, the connection to the spirit world. The hummingbird shall represent lightheartedness or lightness in general, like nothing heavy, nothing negative, just pure joy and pleasure. Then the frog reminds me of when I was a kid and we would ride our bikes to the pond and catch frogs. So again, fun times, right? Butterfly, again, the beauty of childhood and nature. And especially if kids can play in nature, the mushroom as well. I put a second butterfly. The bird as well, just how beautiful nature is, and the flower. So that's kind of the same theme. But then a shooting star. So wishing and wishes, that we get back to that state where we have wishes and dreams and we reach for those. We reach for the stars. The owl is for wisdom, because now that we're adults and healing the inner child, we also have wisdom, so that we combine all of that. Then the anchor for being centered and grounded, and this plant that our new life shall grow. And the two swans shall represent the divine masculine and the divine feminine that we all carry within us, that they shall be in union or become like in harmony with each other, so that we can then be healed. Because like if they're out of balance, then we're not healed, right? Like there has to be a balance between the two. And finally, the arrow of moving ahead, moving on, and leaving any damage behind and being healthy and healed. Okay, let's call in our spirit guides. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, and the ancestors of the native peoples of the land that we live on that are in the light, and great spirit of the fire. Oh, I have to hurry. It's dying down a second time already. Please help us fully and completely heal all of our childhood wounds and all the trauma, the feelings of rejection, hurt, pain, and suffering, all the nuttiness and craziness that might have been going on at home when our parents were fighting, or when one of the parents or both were disciplining us or our siblings, and you know, there was just craziness going on. I'm actually gonna put the green heart in the fire right away, because we need wax in there to get it going again. So please help us heal our heart chakra and return our innocence. I'm gonna put this candle in there as well to speed things up here. Hopefully it's gonna, whoops, oh, something's burning down there. Okay, hold on. I gotta rescue the fire a second time. All right, there's a bunch of wax here. Oh wow, look how that ran all over. Sorry, that was not part of the plan. The fire was supposed to stay, but here we have like the oil and the wax that ran. Once that's on top, it should actually burn again. Yeah, I can hear it. It's starting again. And here too. What can I put out there? Just a little bit. Let's see if I can get this a little bit going. Yeah, something's happening. And I used up pretty much all my tissues already. Yeah, it's still pretty wet. I mean, today was another wet day, so unfortunately it's not an ideal situation for making a fire. But it should really go. It was burning earlier. I think it's gonna come again. All right, I'm gonna continue because I'm pretty sure this is gonna go in a moment. Please, oops, let me make sure you can see this. Please heal us and our inner child, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically, throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us, in this lifetime. Oh. And so it is. all our relations. All my relations, all our relations. Sorry, it's like I'm super stuffy again from the smoke. And it's going into my eyes too, so I'm feeling a little out of it right now. It's gonna burn though. Like with the wood in there, it should, and this is dry, it should burn pretty quickly again. Alright, I'm gonna keep going with all of these. Actually, let's put the nut next. Let any and all nuttiness, craziness, any and all abuse, hurt, pain, suffering, trauma, PTSD, CPTSD, and any and all other emotional and maybe mental, physical, emotional, and psychological, spiritual damage that was caused by that and that was carried down through either our maternal or paternal or both of our bloodlines. Let all ancestral damage now and forever be crushed and finished. And so it is, all my relations. Let's put that in the fire. And all the stuff that I explained earlier about the beauty of childhood. Oh, here's another leaf. Let anything that we were missing in our childhood now be restored now that we're adults. So if we had a passion for something, let's say music, and we didn't get a chance, let us learn it now. Let us have some fun now and catch up. It's never too late. So let us put all of that in the fire. Oh. And those as well. Whew. Okay, I got everything here. That should really start burning soon. It's actually quite telling too. Today, I had a response from someone I accidentally texted yesterday when I was going through my old contact. Well, actually my old text messages. And I accidentally sent one that I didn't mean to send. And since I had the response this morning, I've had a bunch of dark interference because this person actually has quite a bit of dark energy. So like all day, well, not all day, like I got rid of it after a while, but yeah, I've had a bit of interference there. So this still reflects in the fire, unfortunately. My apologies. But we'll get it going. I've had that happen a bunch of times though. Once you put something in the fire, sorry, my nose is insane right now. And it's funny because before the fire and after the fire, my nose is fine. And it just stuffs up right here. So that also feels like it's those dark energies that are still kind of too much in the face. But yeah, usually the fire gets going again after a bit. So let's just, let's see. Here we go. All right. The fire's back. Now it's just a matter of burning everything. I wish I had kept the Kleenex. All right. And the nose is getting better. See, the fire's back. And it's getting better. All right. So let any and all darkness, hurt, pain, suffering, trauma, and any and all other damage from our childhood now and forever be burnt away and transmuted into love and light, and let us be completely filled and surrounded by this love and light that we didn't receive enough of in our childhood. And we do have to keep in mind that our parents were damaged by their parents, and their parents by their own parents, and so on, right? So, like, it goes back, and it's like the abuse always gets passed down from one generation to the next, unless the parents do the proper healing before having kids, right? Otherwise, it just gets passed down and continues until someone heals it, right? So that's what we're doing now. And I want to thank all of you for also working on your own healing. This is so important because you're with that, you're basically helping your whole family, right? Like, everyone benefits from this healing, even if they're not consciously aware of it, but they will feel a shift as well, even if they don't realize what's happening. But they should feel more like inner peace, or like some more positive effects. And hallelujah, that fire's finally back. All right, so we're gonna let all of this burn away and be transmuted, be healed, be filled with so much love and light. And just take a moment to picture yourself as a small child in front of you, and if you can, put yourself, like, picture it. Picture putting your arms of your old adults, or not old, like your adult self, around your child self, and just hold that child and comfort him or her. I'm gonna say it just for child, like, to not specify, but just hold the child, right? And we know now that we're safe, shielded, and protected. We're loved unconditionally by the Creator, Source Energy, by the universe, and by ourselves. And we're accepted and approved of by the Creator, by Source Energy, by ourselves. Oh, now it's a beautiful fire. We have to remember the beauty that is within us and each and every single person, right? It's like, unfortunately, a lot of times we're taught to look at ourselves and others with such critical eyes, and nobody is perfect. So we have the choice to look at the glass as half empty or half full, right? Look at the beauty and focus on that, and you'll get more of it, and you're going to start to be happier and happier with the person that you are, right? But if you constantly look in the mirror and tell yourself, oh my gosh, this is not good, that looks terrible, and so on, you're going to feel really bad about yourself, and that just makes it worse, right? But if you look in the mirror and you're like, yeah, you look pretty good, and you're smart and kind and a good person, and, whatever other attributes you have, then you feel better about yourself. And then start doing things that, give you joy, like dancing, making music, maybe creating art, or anything that you enjoy. And usually whatever you enjoy, you're good at, right? And then look at that. That's an accomplishment, right? For example, I love working on little DIY projects. And when I finish something, I look at it and I'm just proud of myself, right? It's like, yeah, I made that. Wow, cool. I love it, right? And that's sort of a constant reminder too, right? So it's like, we may not have gotten enough of that in our childhood because our parents had their own issues, right? Like me personally, I was first of all raised in Germany, that is a totally perfectionistic culture to begin with, by a narcissistic mother with a pretty much absent father who officially still lived there but was never home, and a psychopathic, much older brother. So that was definitely not an ideal family setting. Of course, there were great moments as well, and I was lucky to be close to nature and spend a lot of time outdoors, and that, like, basically nature is very healing, right? So, but yeah, I grew up with a lot of criticism, right? And I think many of us are very critical of ourselves, because also nowadays we live in such a feedback obsessed society that we need constant confirmation from the outside that we are okay and acceptable and so on. But that's basically creating separation from source, because God or source, creator, whatever you want to call it, is in all of us. And we can choose to look at that and connect to each and every single living creature and being on this planet. Or we can keep ourselves separate and focus on what makes us different, right? So I choose to look at the good in everyone. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I can always do it. I'm still working on it. But, this is how we move into oneness, right? And how we move up in the ascension. Anyway, enough talk. So let us be flooded with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings, and protections, and bring in an abundance in all areas of our lives so that we can have more ease and comfort to focus on our inner healing, on our ascension, on being in connection and connected to the creator and source energy, and to move into oneness, to focus more on our spiritual development, and so on. Thank you, Miigwech, Dankeschön, all my relations. And let me see if there's anything else that I feel needs to be done. Usually I get these strong feelings when the spirit guides are nudging me towards anything else, but I feel like that's pretty much, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. So thank you so much. I want to thank all of you spirit guides and the divine for this healing. Please extend it all the way back to our earliest ancestors and all the way to our most distant descendants. Let everyone in our both maternal and paternal bloodlines, lineages, be healed, and let everything be restored to balance. And so it is, all my relations. Let the ceremony now be finished, and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected with a 12D golden shield. With a 12D shield with golden light, I meant to say. And I'm also sending you lots of love and light, many blessings, and be well until next time. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching and working on your own healing. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe, and be well until next time. Bye.